Okay, we've seen the benefit of beans. We've seen that Americans are not eating enough of them. We know why beans are so good for us, but how do we incorporate beans into our regular diet? Namely, how do we get 5 servings of beans a week? Here are some recommendations. So first, let's define the goal. We're talking about 5 servings of either beans themselves, like 3/4 of a cup would be a serving, or 3/4 of a cup of hummus, or we're talking about 4 ounces of a product made from beans, like tempeh or soy protein. Here's what I do. I originally was buying beans in cans, but it's a lot of weight, it's pretty expensive, and it produces a lot of wasted cans. So I moved to cooking beans from scratch, which is a heck of a lot cheaper, creates less tin cans in the environment, and is less weight to carry from the grocery store. I stock my pantry with all sorts of beans. To prepare beans, I take 1 cup of dried beans, which is the equivalent of 200 grams of dried beans. I place it in a Tupperware with 2 bay leaves. I cover with 1 inch of water and I let it sit all day or overnight. I then will empty the water, rinse the beans, add them to a pot of water, cover the pot of beans with 3 inches of water, bring to a boil, and then lower the heat to medium-low and simmer. I'll simmer for about 1 hour, at which point I'll add 4 packets of low-sodium beef bone broth. 1 hour is just about enough time for the water to evaporate, but not yet completely evaporate. I like to add this bone broth because it does have some salt, and if you add salt too early in the bean cooking process, it can make them hard. So I wait towards the end. I also will add some pepper at this point. I'll then cook off the remaining water. I transfer the beans into a Tupperware, and what I've done is I've now created 4 servings, 4 days, 3 cups of beans, which I will take the Tupperware out of the fridge each morning while I'm making salad, add 3/4 of a cup to my salad each day. It's easy to know when I'm running out of beans because the Tupperware will be empty one morning when I'm making salad. What I'll do at this point is add the next batch of beans and water and bay leaves in the Tupperware, soak it during the day while I'm at work, and then cook it that night to have beans, a fresh batch of beans for the next day. You can also use bean products like soy protein and meat substitutes like tempeh in place of red meat. And for dinner, I will either eat one of these products, Lightlife is my favorite brand currently, or I will eat seafood. But these products taste great and they have the same benefits as eating the beans in their raw form. Let's look at a demonstration of how to cook beans.